Switch, and we are forever grateful, blah, blah, blah. Sadly, today we are announcing that the restored content DLC for the Nintendo Switch version of Star Wars, The Old Republic 2, Sith Lords will be moving forward. Will not be moving forward.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I heard about that. That there's not going to be a Coder 2 DLC, and do you think that has anything to do with the remakes?
That's sad as fuck.
Yeah, kind of interesting. That's one of your go-tos, isn't it?
Yeah, man, that's my shit. Well, this is Knights of the Old Republic. Those were like the standalone series. The Old Republic is SWTOR. That's online. That's what.
Oh, that's right. That's your bread and butter right there.
Oh man, SWTOR's my life.
Did you read the shit about Nicolas Cage being in The Flash?
I read it and I got it confirmed. It was read and confirmed.
It is confirmed.
Yep, the director already said that they had a role for Mr. Cage, and that apparently it was very small, but he dove headfirst into it.
Well, I mean, what was it? 19?
Just like a cameo.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 89.
89. Yeah. So I remember in 89. Well, I remember first seeing the picture. I remember first seeing the picture like in like the early 2000s. Yeah, with the long hair and the blue and the suit looked great. And then I remember J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams had said something about it too, and he, and that I think J.J. Abrams had talked about that at one point, and that the suit, the Henry Cavill suit, is somewhat similar to the Nicolas Cage one. It was kind of like a little bit of a tribute, but they did it. And I haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. We'll probably have to check Soap today or something to see if it's leaked out there. But there's a lot of clips, man. And to finally see Nicolas Cage be El Superman.
Dude, shit got leaked and released for fucking
the director.
Not even for that, for the Spider-Man movie that just came out, Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah.
So many fucking drops, bro. And I got it, big ups to the whole boy Childish Gambino for finally doing what I've always wanted him to do. It wasn't the exact, but he got in there, motherfucker. He's in there officially, and not just as fucking. I think it was in was it Amazing Spider-Man? Oh no, I think it was Homecoming.
For what?
Where Donald Glover made his first appearance in the MCU. He was supposed to be Aaron Davis, Miles' uncle.
Oh, and who did he cut? Oh, and he played.
And
him.
he reprised the role in this movie, in the Spider-Verse shit, but live action. He's in one of the little jail cells, live action with the Prowler suit on.
Yeah,
but it's him.
Because they're adding. Because they're mixed. There's gonna be another one, right?
There's Beyond the Spider-Verse.
That's right. I haven't seen those Spider-Verse movies, but I heard they were amazing. They're connected, they're MCU connected, aren't they?
Now with this movie, they pretty much connected everything, because now when Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, he's kind of showing Miles like the webbing, the timeline webbing of like all the Spider-Man and shit. And in those little encasements, they have clips and like shots from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, from the Amazing Spider-Man. They have all the shots. He said, like all of us have something, that is detrimental to our existence, and that is usually the death of our loved one. And like that's kind of like where the whole shit is. So you see all the Spider-Men like holding the Uncle Ben or Gwen or Captain, whatever.
In some way, shape, or form.
Dude,
that's great.
It's like, we all have to experience something in order for something else to go down. So in all the universes, every one of them, if Peter Parker in one of those universes did not get bit by a spider, Venom would have not happened. Vulture would not have existed. Electro would have not, like, none of these cataclysmic fucking occurrences would have happened.
It's like a ripple in time.
So in this one, they kind of fuck you over because they take you to this world where there was no Spider-Man in it, but at the same time, it did occur in a way because there's a clip. I don't know if you know Polka Dot Man.
Oh, of course, yeah. Play. Oh, well, Polka Dot Man. Well, that's DC, yeah.
Yeah. No, in this one, I think he's called the Spot. That's his name. He's called the Spot. So in this one, the Spot uses all those little holes and shit to kind of like.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah, he kind of like uses those little holes to kind of like teleport or transport or like, you know, like kind of strangely impose his fucking body through dimensions and shit. So he uses that. It starts to grow, and like he's kind of like the overall villain of the whole movie, but he doesn't realize it. So it's pretty sick. And Miguel O'Hara, he's after Miles for the fact that, you know, Miles finds out that his dad has to die, but he doesn't want to. And Miguel's like, bro, all of us have to lose somebody in order
for this to happen. You know, it's kind of like how in Star Wars, they say that in order to balance the Force, like these things need to happen.
Exactly.
It's super interesting that that whole notion, because in all these like movies and TV shows, something bad always needs to happen. Like I'm currently watching with my wife Silo, and it just seems like in order for anyone to have a sense of freedom, all this bad stuff needs to happen.
Exactly.
People have been dying almost every other episode too. It's crazy. Salud, by the way.
Salud. But it's like balance, and Thanos said it best. You know, you need balance in order for there to be legitimate peace. Yeah. It's just he sought it out the wrong way. He wanted to eliminate half the population in order to seek that balance, and it's like, bruh,
now
it's genocide.
Now, outside of the comic book realm and all that stuff, do you think that that's true? Like, do you personally think that, like, in order for certain things to happen, well, you know how they say, like, you have to do certain things, you have to fail at a couple of things in order to find the thing that you're good at, right? So, is there like something personally that you feel like bad things do need to happen in order to become who you are or what you want to be?
I think, in a way, yeah, just because, like, I don't know if you remember the movie Vampire in Brooklyn. Vampire in Brooklyn kind of said it best. There was a scene where he plays a preacher. He remorphs into the preacher, and he looks out there and he talks about evil. And he tells you, you know, in life, you know, there is necessary evil. And I believe that's true.
Yeah.
To an extent, like, there is a necessity for evil, because if we don't see how ugly something really is, how do we know to fix it? How do we know to make it better? How do we know to fucking, you know, to grow from that? So we kind of need that. It's like failure. We all need to fail in order to learn. So it's like one with the other.
It's actually funny that you say that. I was watching a documentary. What's it called? Spaceship Earth, and it's about a group of they called themselves synergists, but they were like more like farmers who cared about what was going to happen to the Earth after an apocalypse, after like a climate apocalypse and things like that. And they didn't necessarily fail, but they didn't necessarily succeed either. But from all that stuff, they learned what they need to be and what they need to do after, which eventually turned into a whole thing that Steve Bannon came in and kicked them out. But that's a whole different conversation. But that's that was the whole thing about the biosphere too, that place in Arizona where they have the whole planet inside the planet. But that was actually a really good documentary, and you see stuff like that. So we're smoking right now, and I have to ask. So I saw the video of you and Tony fighting for the 420 championship.
Yes.
This is not a video podcast, but do you have the belt with you?
Yeah, of course I do.
I have to see
it 24/7.
That is okay. Who made the belt? First off, I'm gonna assume right off the bat you designed it.
Yes. This is an original Kobalus design. But the guy who crafted it, his name is Mohammed Laquam. He's like he's like a smith over in India. He's out in fucking India.
Dude.
He's the same guy that actually made the GCW World Heavyweight Championship belt.
Okay.
So Game Changers titles came from this guy. Well, he makes replicas. He's really well known to make replicas because he uses zinc, which is not as expensive, but just as durable as steel.
And looks good too.
It looks really fucking good. So this dude, I met him through Max, XVPW Max, because I designed the belt, and it was literally just a joke around. People were like, yo, you should get that shit made in real life, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to get that shit made in real life. Max was like, I know a guy. So I was like, yo, if you know a guy that could remake my virtually created fucking belt for real, then I'm all in. Like, just connect me with him. So that's what he did. He got me in contact with the dude. I spoke to him. The guy's like really cool. He would check up on me like normally and be like, how you doing? And then he would tell me the progress, how far he got. So that's the one thing I really liked about him, is that he kept in communication and kept you on, like, he kept you on, like, knowing what the fuck is happening instead of you sitting there waiting for your package and shit. So
he's not Dan McMahon.
Yeah, no, he's on top of that. Like, he's, he'll ask you how your day is. You tell him what's up, and then he'll be like, all right, cool. Yeah, this is what I'm doing right now, and this is how far I got. So he would send me pictures of the progress. Dude, I think it was three, maybe 4 weeks, possibly tops, that it took for it to ship. And it cost me almost $500,000. We'll throw that number there. Almost $500,000.
Yeah. We've been spending a lot of money lately.
The only reason for that amount was because it's a fully customized piece, so it has to get custom cut. The other thing is, like, if I would have gotten a replica or a replica shape, it would have been cheaper for me, because all he has to do is cut to the shape he already has. But since this one has the cloud poof shape and everything, like, it had to be cut a certain way.
You literally have like a one-of-one creation
yes,
that you are willing to put up for challenges. So you're willing. So you're actually willing, like, to lose it.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes. I paid for it. It came out of my fucking pocket. But I am that confident in my tolerance. I won't say my skill, and just my tolerance alone, because of the kind of smoker I am. I'm not a stoned out smoker. I'm a very active smoker. Like, as we're here talking, I'm stoned out of my mind, but I could work on 6 designs, a call over here, fucking take a meeting, fucking phone call, and still do still do the podcast shit. It's easy for me to focus when I'm stoned. So while I'm stoned and I'm in competition, it's worse. Like, my focus is on key now. Like, it's fucked up.
Look, we're in New Jersey. We could smoke now. It's like, it's incredible. We have no quarrels with people stopping us to smoke, except the Karens. The Karens and the Kevins are out there. You can't smoke here. Well, yes, I can, bitch. Yes, I fucking can.
We fought a long fucking time for this freedom.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, we were just in Wildwood this weekend, my family and I, and, like, you can't smoke on the boardwalk at all. You can't smoke on it
because there's kids. That I get. I completely get
but the kids are the one that are smoking.
That's what you are fucked up.
Honestly, you know what my son said to me? He said to me yesterday, we came home, he goes, I thought the boardwalk was supposed to be a family-friendly place. And he said, in his words, I saw all the raw stuff, and I know what that's used for. He's 11 years old, okay? And look, as a parent, I'm going to say, I don't lie to my kids, okay?
Absolutely not.
You don't, because if you got to be transparent with them. If they understand what's going on. I saw a video earlier today about a guy who says he leaves his gun on the countertop because he taught his kids at the age of 5 not to touch a fucking gun. Just teach your kids to be weary of the situations and the things around you, and be
responsible with shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you hear a certain way, not to talk that way outside of the house. Like you got to set those boundaries.
Yeah, and so my son,
with my daughter.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, yeah, and no, my son, he knows what raw is, and it makes me laugh, and I'm just like, okay, well, at least he knows it. He's just like, but that's not supposed to be there. So, like, with your daughter, what do you do?
No, with my daughter, it was the same way. I didn't try the sugarcoat route. I didn't want to sugarcoat anything for her. I wanted to be as fucking blunt and as realistic as possible, just because today's day and age, we have technology.
Yeah.
And technology has access to shit that we try our hardest to keep our kids away from. But because of all the different types of media, there's things that you can easily be 14 years old and create a profile for an 18-year-old to access websites that you shouldn't be on. Like, that's what I mean. So because of that, that fucking, the amount of liberty with technology, because that's what a lot of parents do nowadays too, which I've noticed is, you'll hand a child a device just so you could turn your attention away and catch a fucking breath, because understandably so, kids today are a pain in the ass. I don't know if it's
you're not lying.
Veggies. I don't know if it's in the milk, whatever the fuck is going on with all these processed foods. They've got these kids off the walls now. Like, yo, honestly,
my wife says the same thing about the food. She's been saying it for years.
Dude, all right, honestly, years ago, let's talk in our fucking era, the 80s, the fucking 80s. You did not hear as many cases of ADHD. ADD, possibly, but ADHD, the hyperactive part of that. You didn't really hear about that until like the early 90s.
Yeah.
In the early 90s, that's when we started hearing this ADHD shit. And people were starting to notice, the Ritalin shit started fucking getting popular because of that shit.
And I mean, there was even a band. There was even a band that came out, the Ritalin kids.
Dude, and then after that, now we got fucking melatonin, something to kind of put their asses, like, yo, there's all these different things, but I honestly believe it has something to do with the processed fucking foods. There has to be something in these foods that are hype. I don't know if it's cocaine or some shit, but it's got these kids off the fucking wall.
It's super crazy that you say that too, and I agree with you, because like I have two sons who are autistic, and you've met my kids. They're super smart and they're super active. But then again, there's always these conspiracies and these theories about where autism actually came from. Does it come from the vaccines? Does it come from the food? Drug use and things like that. Like there's so many factors that people still don't understand it, nor do they respect it. It's the same thing with ADD and ADHD. I bet you, from the group of friends that we talk to every single day, at least 60% of them have undiagnosed ADD.
Oh, you want to hear something incredible? I'll bring this up to you, just because this is just mom dude. She's open with her shit. Mom just went to her fucking psychiatrist or psychologist, whichever the fucking thing.
Yeah, whatever they are.
At fucking 62 years old, this lady just got diagnosed with ADHD.
Get checked.
In
get checked.
Years, bro.
Yeah.
60 years.
It's a thing. It is a thing that people don't know. Like, dude. You could be fit, like you see like all these like army dudes, right? These military guys, they come out and they can't pay attention to a goddamn thing. But they don't go, they don't get diagnosed, and then they get diagnosed and they're just like, oh, why me? Like, bro, it's a part of you.
Now the shit is, it's not difficult to tell either, because me, I'm undiagnosed, but I can easily tell that I have ADHD without a fucking doubt. For the fact that I can't lay my ass down in bed without going through 150 thoughts in my head and getting up to try to execute one of those fucking things. And then I'll distract myself from that and jump up to a completely different activity. Like, I can't do one thing steadily at a time without my thoughts or my attention veering to something else. Like, it's weird.
Do you ever like create movies or stories or scenarios in your head to help you put yourself to sleep? Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
I feel that. I connect with that.
I fucking have to.
I always lately I've been, because I play a lot of I play a lot of Red Dead. So like I put myself in like a cowboy scenario all the time. Cuz I watch a lot of TV at night. You know, I have to go to sleep with the TV on. That's just
I do too.
I may be undiagnosed. I don't know. You know what I mean? But there's signs of it. There's signs of it, and people fail to realize that the signs are there. You know, you could be 35 years old, realizing why you're jumping from job to job or you can't stay still. Well, maybe.
But you know what's fucked up with shit like that? Like autism in general, we are all technically on the spectrum. In one level or another, all of us are on the fucking spectrum.
And there's different levels too, and that's another thing that people don't understand.
Yeah. There's mad amounts of fucking levels to it. The same way numbers are infinite is the same amount the levels of fucking autism are infinite.
It's not tiers. It's just different levels. Like, you know, it's not up. It's like, you know how like New York builds up and like Kansas City builds sideways. It's like this builds sideways, and there's so many like my oldest son, the autistic, his thing is he's very focused on technology and computers, and you know, he's doxing kids on Roblox, you know, like you know, my second son looks at plumbing pipes at schools, and it's like, where does that pipe go to? Where does that pipe go to? You know, but at the same time, they both get very emotional. You know, and I have a daughter who has ADHD. You know, and that comes in with school. You know, and I'm sure I'm not gonna assume. You know, a lot of kids, especially, you know, because if you have shown signs of it, it's gonna be passed down. You know, and, you know, people say genetics is a bitch, but genetics is profoundly, you know, you can't, you know, you can't fake genetics.
My daughter, like she's overly empathetic, very empathetic. You could just talk to her about a story that's remotely sad, and she'll get glossy eyed. Like she's just very emotional, extreme. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
It's such it really brings the human out of you, doesn't it?
No, it really does, man. It's like, yo, we're not like as much as many would like to think, especially, you know, the upper high class motherfuckers, we're not perfect for shit, bro. We are far from it. We are still a prototype. Still, what we are right now is still a fucking prototype.
They've been testing all this for years, and it's still going on.
It's still going on, bro. What?
You know, like,
Russia, I don't want to fucking like get anything canceled. I have a feeling Russia, bro. I'm scared as fuck of Russia, man. I've read some shit.
You know
about that reanimate shit. Stop! Russia needs to stop.
You know what's real funny too? How like they just had their parade, right? Their Russian parade, and there were no tanks except one nuclear missile that showed up. This large nuclear missile. They were just like, oh yeah, all our tanks are fighting in Ukraine, but here's this nuclear missile that we're gonna scare the shit out of you with.
We still got those. Now, I fucking love Russia though. Russia's like one of those countries that no matter what, you just don't fuck with those people.
Their government sucks, but their culture is amazing.
Yeah, dude, that's what I mean. Like, those are people that you just don't fuck with them. Like, they're so fucking chill. I used to work with these Russian chicks at And Pizza, the job that Alex used to fucking work at too.
Yeah.
And, yo, these chicks were cool as shit. They were just like real about their shit though. Like, no shame.
Very honest people.
Yo, they spoke bluntly. There was no fucking secret. Like, they would just talk about their fucking daily life. I knew them for years, but they were cool as fuck. Really cool people. Yeah, the culture's amazing.
Their nightlife looks fucking fantastic.
Oh
their scene. I mean, there's some really good metal bands that came out of Russia too. You know, dude. and it's sad. It breaks my heart to see what they're going through. The ones who oppose the war, you know, and then you got the Ukrainians who are now. I mean, now look, I don't know. I'm not going to get into a whole big thing. It's kind of funny how like they say, "Oh, Russia's winning," and then they say, "Oh, Ukraine's winning." And I'm just like, look,
nobody's fucking winning, bro.
No one wins in war.
Nobody's winning.
No one wins in war.
I was literally on a fucking on TikTok earlier today. I was scrolling through lives and I stumbled across this live where these people were debating whether or not complexion made like racism, this and that, like does it make a difference in racism and this and that. And these people were literally going back at like back and forth, and it wasn't like a decent conversation. It was them trying to yell over each other. Nobody was trying to listen to nobody else.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, there it is right there. Like racism has nothing to do with fucking with that shit. Like, that's a topic that I fucking hate. Like racism or anything or hate. Let's call it that. Fuck just racism because it goes just beyond pure that.
Hate, yeah.
Just hatred in general. Like on some legit shit, hatred is like there's no skin tone to hatred for shit. That's really something that's taught. You're taught to hate. That's all on upbringing. That's all on what you know how you're fucking raised. Like my mother didn't teach me to hate
that you say
somebody whose skin was darker than mine. My mom didn't teach me to fucking hate somebody's skin who's fucking lighter than mine. Nah, she taught me that everybody was cool. And to know that there's fucking families out there, and you see it every day. Like that's what pisses me off. To see that, you know, there's these fucking all these different kinds of kids like picking on other races and, you know, like doing all this shit just because like I don't know. It's a touchy fucking.
It's actually but let's talk about that real quick because I think that we were very lucky to grow up where we grew up in. Like we grew up just a couple blocks away from each other, and there was white people, black, Spanish, Asian, Indian especially. You know.
We had a whole Indian community right up the block.
Yeah, there was a whole Indian community right near us, and then especially when you go down towards certain parts of Jersey City, you know, it's so we like Hudson County. It's just like it's like an extra borough of New York because it's so multicultural. I mean, very diverse too. Because I mean, even we're saying with Pride, it's Pride Month. There is a lot of pride in Hudson County. It's a very, you know, people let their colors fly there, and I think where we grew up, and I think that's why I say we're very lucky because we grew up around all this diversity, and we were lucky to accept it at such an early age and to understand.
Oh yeah,
you know now.
No, especially like, you know, being raised right, because like I was mentioning, there's some parents that were also raised with hate from their fucking parents, and you know, they bring their kids into that and teach their kids that, oh, because this kid, you know, looks this certain way, like that kid's less than you or something.
Generational like too.
It really is. It really, really fucking is. And to see it still veer its fucking head, like just to see hate in general, to see hate veer its fucking head still in 2023 after so many fucking human advancements. And I'm talking about like not just technology. I'm talking about human advancements, emotional. Everybody has gotten more in tune spiritually. All this shit.
They have.
But there is still hate out there. Like it's fucking ugly. It's disgusting. It's stupid. And fuck those people that hate, bro.
and I go back to like these projects, these social projects that were made, like the show Big Brother. I'm a huge fan of the Big Brother show, and these social experiments are quite fascinating because you really understand the human mind when you stick a bunch of people inside an enclosed space together. You know, you really, it really exposes who you are. You know, can you rise to the top and be that leader that everybody needs, or are you going to be the scumbag that everybody has been calling you out to be, and now this time everyone sees it now? So,
bro. And then it doesn't even have to get that big. There's the arc, bro, the act of random kindness. You see it all over social media. You'll see people just portray like somebody down on their luck or whatever, and people just walk right the fuck by them, pay them no mind. Like, understandably, yes, it's staged, but it's just the premise of the whole fucking thing. You know, people will easily just look over somebody that's less than them. Like, and it's fucking incredible that the people with less than those people are the first ones to like give out. Like, they're the first ones to you know, open their arms to. Like, it's insane that the less fortunate have the most love to give. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy.
And they have everything to lose too. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
They have everything to lose.
Everything.
You know, and we're not talking materialistic either. We're talking like straight up mentally and emotionally. It's wild.
Absolutely.
So you brought up the word hate twice.
Yeah.
And so we have you know what I have to ask, even if it's controversial, what was your favorite band to play in?
All right, I gotta be real. My favorite band to play in was the band that I was a legitimate fan of, which was Junta.
Yeah. Funny, you just posted it. You posted a photo the other day. This morning. Was it this morning?
Yesterday.
You just posted a photo of you playing with Junta, and what a history! What a history that band has.
Dude, incredible history. Not some the behind the scenes history, nonetheless, is even crazier.
Didn't their singer lose his mind or something like that?
Yeah, but that motherfucker came out of that, and what he's doing now is fucking amazing. Like amazing.
Is Junta doing anything now?
No, Junta as a whole is done for. After Junta, they kind of rebranded into a band called Gyre, and
which you were a part of. Yep.
I came back for one EP for them, so I did a second circle with Gyre, and then after Gyre, they were doing something for a little while, but I don't know. I know that Ian right now is doing music with his cousin called Sons of Revival.
Okay.
It's actually really fucking tripped out, but really clean, chill music. Like honestly, some serious smoker music.
So you say Gyre, so that had Pablo and drums, right?
Yeah.
So Pablo Carpio, a big shout out to Pablo Carpio, was actually in my first band. I actually joined him, and what was his name? Lewis. We had a friend of Lewis. I can't remember his last name. He was actually one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. Hang on, I'm gonna find him.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, we were in a three-man band, and he may be off of social media. But Lewis and Pablo were in a band. We didn't really have a name. We were just playing punk rock music, misfit style music, and then like to see him going to kind of expand himself and do more drums and stuff like that, and see him do Gyre and more. It was really cool. Actually, I remember he joined Portraits of Murder as well.
At the ending, like he was actually the drummer for Junta when I was in there.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he played for Portraits of Murder.
Yeah, he played for Portraits of Murder,
and that was with Frank, Ian, Shirag.
Yep.
You know, and that was another band. That was another band that was really good. Portraits of Murder, and then I was in Side Effect, which turned into Tomorrow Leads to Nothing. Those were fun. I did the 2 shows with them. Obviously, and then I joined. Holy shit! Why can't I remember these band names? Then I joined Last Breath Taken with Ray.
Okay, damn. Rest in peace, Ray.
Rest in peace, Ray. And then I joined Sleeper Cell after that, and then I ended my career from there, and then turned into film and stuff. But you did Junta, you did Hate with Jeremy, who's now part of Concrete Dream, which they're doing fucking amazing right now.
The first one was Against Enemy Lines. That was the first. That started it all off as a punk rock band. I actually found in my fucking Google Drive, I found the actual tapes, all the basement recordings for AEL.
Really?
Yes, I have the whole thing.
Now, what are some of your favorite local bands that you like now?
As of right now, I mean, there's a couple of bands that are making a comeback, believe it or not.
Chaotician is ripping shreds right now.
They got Adam back, which I am so fucking excited.
I saw the picture the other day. Was that like an announcement the other day? That was recent, right?
No, that's not an announcement. That's just their show. But yeah, he's been back for a minute. And I don't know if you're aware, but Alex, sorry.
I know Adam went through some shit. I know he was sick.
Some shit, and he came back strong as fuck. Like, the boy is killing it right now.
The last time I saw Adam in Hoboken eating pizza years ago. This was right before I left for the army. And actually I saw him, and a couple minutes later I saw Laz down the block walking with this girl. It was so funny. I was like, oh, what the fuck, you know? And for those who don't know what I'm talking about Las Piña of El Nino, the real El Nino.
Yeah, the OG.
The real El Nino with Christian Machado and Mark Rizzo. I actually had the pleasure of playing with Mark Rizzo once.
That's familia right there.
Yeah,
those guys were family.
Yeah,
but nah, man, dude, so many fucking dude. Hold on.
Oceans of Illusion, Parallels.
Yeah, Oceans of Illusions actually. Oh, dude, I Am the Trireme. Holy fuck, yo! If you like Melodeath, that's the way to go, bro. Honestly, I Am the Trireme is fucking nasty. There's a couple of them. Awaken Providence, nasty fucking band. Let me see. Shit, I could go through a killer list right now if you need.
Please do.
But no, there's so many. There's so fucking many. Wait, you said Last Breath Taken, and you fucking brought me back. Holy shit.
Yeah, listen, I enjoyed my time in Last Breath Taken. It was one of the cool. It opened me up to the world of playing shows, because they were a more professional band, especially after Cody left, and that was a big void that needed to be filled, and I had filled it. And you know, Ray, rest in peace.
Dude, Ray was fucking way ahead of his time.
I mean, he was in Pyramada, and I mean, it just fit the style that he loved so much, you know, and it worked for him, you know, with Paul. Shout out to Paul too. Paul's the fucking man. I love Paul.
They're still going there. I think they've recently played a show, or they're about to play another show.
Pyramada's still doing it, man. I'd love to talk to fucking Paul again. He was such a cool guy. I mean, you remember the Equip days?
What do I remember? Yo, I was so sad.
People don't know.
And saw the whole building gone, man. I was so fucking. Yo, I wanted to fucking pull over and tear, bro. I was so mad.
I mean, dude, like bands like my own Summer. Is that what they're called? The ones that did the I'm at the end of my rope. If I could live, I fall apart again.
Fuck. 40 Below Summer.
40 Below Summer. Yep, with Max.
Summer.
Yep.
Max Illage. That's the homie too. Another motherfucker in the familia. I love those boys.
Yeah,
dude, they're active too.
Yep. It's really cool, and like a lot of people don't. And what for those who don't know, Equipped was a small but large studio space on Tunnelly Avenue, and it was actually built like. It was interestingly built. That's the best way I could say it. It had
floors of absolute madness. The first floor had 2 rooms there. Well, no, it had 1 room at the time. Yeah. Later, and so it had 1 private room downstairs.
The large storage room.
Oh yeah, and then it it had 4 rooms. No, 3 rooms upstairs.
4. 3. You're right, 3. Because it had the long one,
and then the 2 fucking long fucking vertically.
Yep.
So,
and then the fucking small ass bathroom that everyone was fucking doing cocaine and fucking.
Yeah, literally fucking in that little bathroom.
Yeah,
literally.
it was. That place was so, but like you could fit all your stuff in there.
Dude, it was a great fucking spot. A lot of us
don't forget the VIP suite, the large one, the one all the way at the end, that had the stage and everything.
There.
Who?
Mikey.
Oh God.
Mikey ended up living there, bro. Like we were jamming out there, and he was living there. The couch was his bed. He had his own little fucking like little kettle pot and shit in the corner, bro. It was
oh my god.
Dude, dude, those times were fucking crazy times when we used to fucking walk through Tunnelly Avenue, like get fucking Equip Studios with our equipment in a shopping cart.
Okay, wait a minute. That doesn't explain anything. You've lived in downtown Union City your whole life, and Equip was on 80-something Street in Tunnelly Avenue. That was not a nice walk because going down the hill was kind of hard because you're worried you're gonna get ran over by your shit.
Oh yeah.
But going up, look, I don't know if
they what the Hudson County Cliffs are, man.
I've read that those hills to Tunnelly are just as steep as the ones from San Francisco.
Yeah. And those are steep, dude.
They're steep, and I've never been there either. So it's pretty crazy.
That shit is steep.
What's it like?
Up like this and shit.
Oh hell no! What's it like to perform a song of your own and people sing it?
Honestly, that's probably, as a musician, the most self-rewarding thing. Fuck getting paid for a gig. Fuck, making money off the merch. All that shit really doesn't matter. If you've got a crowd singing back to you, like, that means they're listening. That means they understand what the fuck you wrote. And as a lyricist, as somebody, that takes what they say and has a message to put out there for people to bring that back, that's, yeah, man, that there's no other feeling like that. There's literally no other feeling like that.
What was the best venue that you remember that you played at?
Dude. The first big venue I ever played was a spot called Club Chrome.
Okay.
It was huge, and we were playing with a whole lineup of punk bands and shit. I was in Against Enemy Lines at the time. And I remember the last thing I remember off the top of my head before getting pissed fucking drunk and fucked up was hanging out with Leftover Crack.
Oh shit.
Yes, Leftover Crack and Early Agnostic Front. So they we met them, and Pepito, the Pete's, remember that motherfucker?
Yeah.
He knew the fucking dude from Leftover Crack, so he introduced us. So we were supposed to get on a tour with them, and we were supposed to be Holidays in the Sun, a big fucking punk event that used to happen back in the day. And you want to know something fucking funny? Good Charlotte, I'm gonna say her fucking name. Good Charlotte is the reason Against Enemy Lines did not play Holidays in the Sun in that year.
Wait a minute, don't you have a story about Lady Gaga too?
Oh yeah, I got a story with that bitch too. Nothing bad though. But Good Charlotte, fuck Good Charlotte. If I see those assholes, fuck them. It's on the spot, bro. On the spot. I'm G-checking all them motherfuckers, bro. They took our fucking spot. They paid to get on Holidays on the Sun. They paid to get on that bitch. And we had to grind to get on that motherfucker. So fuck Good Charlotte.
Terrible. I think the best venue. I played at Don Hills in New York, which I thought was really fun, playing in Manhattan. That's awesome. But my favorite venue was the Cliffside Park Elks Lodge, and I remember playing. One of the last shows I played was with the Erciyes Strain and Gaussian Surface, and that was probably one of the biggest highlights of my rock and roll career. Actually, you know who's making a comeback too? Hope It Dies.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do they have a singer?
Yeah, they do. Justin
who?
He's a big boy.
DeSantis?
Big boy. No, not DeSantis. Justin ain't big boy.
I haven't seen Justin in years, so I don't know. So is there now? Is there a criteria for any type of band that you would join, or is there something that you're specifically looking for that would make you fulfilled? Because you've done a lot of very hard, dark rock.
Yeah.
but but you like so many different types of rock. Like, I know you like Circa Survive. I know, you're a fan of Thrice. You're a fan of Dimmu Borgir. Even as much as like Metallica, even, like you're
Yes.
like you have a very wide eye when it comes to rock music, and even classic stuff like first wave and things like that. So is there something that you're specifically looking for, or are you not looking at all, or you just, if it falls in your lap, you may take it?
I mean, if I am looking for anything in specific, I've been more keen on trying to explore a lot vocally, not just scream wise, because I think I've overutilized my screams for years. Like now I could do them. It's not saying that I can't do them anymore. It's just the fact that I think I've done them so much where now I want to explore more. Like, and I know, like, I can do more. So I want like a good background to do that too. So at this point, it doesn't even have to be a full band. Like, I don't need a full band for what I'm trying to do. Honestly, I could do it with a guitarist. I could do it with somebody that just makes beats. I could do it with anything like that. Easy. Like, I don't need much. I already have the music in here, and all I need is somebody to replicate it on a machine.
Are there certain bands that, so if you had started a band right now, let's say you had the whole studio set up right now, what type of music would you be leaning towards? Because I know you've said that you wanted to go towards like the Every Time I Die route, kind of give you a chance, give you a chance for yourself to show your range, and you have range, even like in Erciyes Fragment, there were some tracks that you were singing beautifully, and then this was the first time in years that you actually heard it clearly, because you had good production value, you had a good producer, and your voice sounded amazing, it sounded really fucking good. Say that again.
Shout out to Frightbox Recording.
Yeah, like it sounded amazing. So you have the range. So what direction would you go to if you had everything this second?
I would lean immediately towards something along the lines of Leprous.
Oh,
where it's still technical but still beautifully composed.
Yeah,
that's kind of the route I'd like to go, where the music would also speak back to me. That's kind of where I want to go.
Yeah,
because a lot of times, being like a frontman for bands that are aggressive and throwing in cleans on top of aggressive music, it's kind of like a tearaway of that world, you know what I mean, where you still want to stay grounded but you're like slowly floating off. I would like to get a balance where instead of me floating off, I could stay grounded and the music meets me like right there at the center, so I could let the music breathe more. Like, it's crazy, and I kind of got that with Erciyes because of the symphonicness and shit, which was really.
I loved it. The circus style of circus dark metal style that it was.
Peter, Antonio, those guys, I don't give a shit. Those guys are still fucking amazing musicians, and I love them. They are really good, and I know that that they just lost the last vocalist they had, and that they're currently working with a new one. So I'm honestly excited to hear, this new guy like take on the shit, because I'm sued. Like, that's the other thing. It's like having somebody replace you in a band. It's kind of like, you do kind of have an expectation, even though you're not in the band. But at the same time, it's like you're curious. You're curious to see what the rest are gonna go with it.
Do you? So I know you've been in a lot of bands. Do you ever feel any regret when you see some of them go some of the directions? Like, I know a lot of them don't even exist anymore. So you feel like a sense of like, you know what, I made the right decision. But what about some of the ones that are still active?
Do I have a sense of regret? Honestly, no. I can't say that I have any legitimate regrets. I think I got the experience I needed, and I expressed what I needed to express in the time that I got. And it's awesome. For me, it's kind of like, like mentality is kind of leave something behind, and then if somebody else could pick up that torch and lead it forward, then by all means, like if you could do it better, fucking do it. I'm not gonna hate you for doing it better, but know where it came from, and as long as you take it somewhere worthy, then by all means. But yeah, altogether, it's just there really is no regret. I leave behind what I need to leave behind.
You leave your mark.
That's it. Exactly.
I like it.
The name is still there. Like the band like Erciyes Fragment, that band name is it. There's a meaning behind that. There was a reason I named the band that. It's because of my lifestyle, the whole vampirism shit.
Well, weren't your lyrics reflecting a story that you were telling?
My lyrics were literally about the community.
Yeah.
About everything that I was living in the whole vamp scene. Like that's literally what all those lyrics were. So it's my telling of pretty much everything I was experiencing through that lifestyle, everything I still experience through that lifestyle. But I want to take that journey and take it in a different musical direction, because I think with a more leprous feel, I can express that more because I'm not yelling all the goddamn time.
That's true, and I can't wait to see you make a fiery comeback into the rock and roll scene, rock and roll, baby, woo, yeah, But now
when I'm 60 years old walking on a cane, I'll come out with a solo album eventually. Watch.
You gotta you know what your next step is? A Christmas album.
A Christmas, yeah, there you go.
A Christmas album with no Christmas songs, all acoustic.
I love it.
Just a bunch of feel good emo acoustic songs, So
I like
now you've been doing the WWE tongue twister community thing for a few years now, and that is kicking ass.
Yeah,
that is kicking ass.
Surprisingly, yes.
I love those WWE games since I was a kid. So what was who's everyone that you're involved with? You run your own federation, correct?
No, I don't. I don't run anything at all. I just run a character. That's
okay.
it.
And what about like the rest of the guys, like Freshie and Max and Benny?
Freshie owns his own company. Max owns the company. Yeah, the company. I'll explain.
Yeah.
Benny, he doesn't run a company, and Alex is just chill about life. He kind of runs a company, but he just doesn't care. So he's chill as fuck about it. But yeah, Max, on the other hand, he runs XVPW, which is Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling, and he has a YouTube channel, and it's the only call company that is produced HLR, which is highlight reel, kind of like all the clips are edited together to make it look fluidly like a full match, like it's edited as a full fucking matchup. So he takes his time, he chops all this up. But what makes XVPW different from other companies is that he incorporates legitimate, real wrestlers into his company. And I don't mean like he downloads the created character off CC. No.
He gets endorsements, doesn't he?
Not even just endorsements. The guy has literal verbal to verbal conversations with big fucking names, to the point where it's already announced, but you can look it up. I'm going to be facing Rob Van Dam. If you don't know who the fuck Rob Van Dam is, he is a Hall of Famer. He's not just a wrestler. He is a fucking WWE Hall of Famer.
Oh, and wait, guys, to clear out, he's not physically wrestling him.
Yeah, no, this is virtual pro wrestling.
Gio would love to do that, but he would probably have a heart attack.
Yeah, I'll fucking die, man. My asthma will destroy me. It's bad enough I smoke weed, bro. But
yeah, no, but I love this. I just want to say I love this whole deal because I appreciate RP. I do the RP stuff with GTA and Red Dead. And what you guys do is that you use the whole format of the WWE games, which has the best creation suite in any game ever. Okay, you can't tell me any different. Not NBA 2K, not NBA Live, not Madden, not this or that. Not even fucking Cyberpunk. Even though you could change the size of your dick and shit.
Yeah.
But when it comes to these WWE games, the creation suite is so good. You can even add your own designs, and you add all you have imprinted your designs into the whole WWE community universe.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it because you guys are passionate about the RP. You guys are passionate about the rice pudding, baby. And
yeah, absolutely. And what it is like, for most of them, it's, well, for me, I'll speak on a personal level. Fuck the generalization.
Yeah.
On a personal level, I got into Call strictly because of my independent run. I had an independent run when I was younger. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to live that out any further because I suffered an injury that I can't risk any further. So I had to back away from the whole shit, but I still have what I learned, mentally. And what I learned from there, part of it was acting. You have to act in order to be a wrestler. Yeah, it's an act, but you have to act and sell moves. You have to fucking act and sell your emotion. And a lot of it is through promo work. So Call opened up, that little funnel where, all right, so the promo work is kind of how you get over. Like, that's kind of how they decipher who wins, is how over you get with the crowd and shit. So the promo work is why I got into Call. So when I got in, a lot of people were taking their picture, like the picture of their call, and then like recording their voice over it or typing a promo.
Yeah.
I like, all right, my call looks like me. So I'm just going to turn the fucking camera on and cut a promo like this. So I did the full enactment of my character as myself. Just, fucking dialed up to like 9,000. And that's what became my character, which is Gabriel Gates, who eventually got dubbed the Tyrant. And that's a nickname that I didn't give myself. That was a nickname that was given to me by kids in the community that literally saw me as a tyrannical fucking guy.
Now, do you consider yourself the pioneers of this, or was there someone that was doing it before you guys?
Oh no, this has been going on.
I know Dre 41. He was making. He wasn't doing what you guys were. Oh, he was actually.
Yeah,
Dre 41 was doing it. That's the first one that I remember. But you guys really. I don't think he does it anymore because he's actually developing a wrestling game. I think it's like Basement something.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, I can't remember the game right now.
Fuck. I know it's an extreme game, like Project some shit. But do you consider yourself pioneers because you guys are continuously pumping out content? No, absolutely not. I think if not pioneers, I'd say more influencers of like, that kind of new gen, because every week there's a pack of new guys coming in because it's getting more and more popular. And you realize, like, it's not just on Instagram. There's fucking feds and shit and companies and calls on Twitter. There's feds and companies on Facebook. There's feds and companies on TikTok. It's
Discord,
crazy.
I bet.
Yeah, Discord, absolutely. There's hundreds upon hundreds.
It's so cool.
It's got its own world. The same thing with, let's be real. Every gaming community is, has its own circle and shit. Like GTA community is fucking vast. Because they got Mafia, they got bikers.
They have the clan systems.
Yeah, they got so much shit that you could RP or fucking enact in GTA. So, and then, like you said before, Red Dead, a whole other world worth.
We
of
did
shit.
it ourselves. We did
Yeah,
we did it ourselves in GTA and Red Dead. But it's cool to see that you put yourself in a world where you could still do it, but in something that you love, like wrestling. Now, do you think that this is something that could help you with voice acting? Do you consider it voice acting?
Yes, absolutely. I consider it acting as a whole, because at least for those guys that go full camera mode. Like, I know there's a guy, Keon Kodo. He's gonna fucking love that I'm shouting him out right now. Keon Kodo, where he does that also. He puts on the sunglasses, he puts on the suit, so he kind of reenacts his character. Same thing with Max. Max has his character X. So when he shoots his promos, he does it the same way. It's him with his bandana on, his hair to the side. Like, he really acts it completely out. So it's pretty sick. I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I like the entire acting aspect, the voice acting aspect. I mean, it's not really voice acting because it's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't go out there and like try to Hulk Hogan it and be like, you know something, brother. Like nah, that doesn't work with me.
I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pitch the Clean Sanchez Cup to you guys.
Oh shit!
I'm just gonna come up with something off my ass and be like, we're gonna do the Clean Sanchez Cup.
Yeah. The Clean Sanchez Cup.
That is so very exciting, and man, I'm so glad that you came by to do this. This was actually really cool. You know, actually my first podcast was with you. You know, we did bong rips and video games, which BRVG, I'm telling you right now, the lounge is coming one day. We're gonna do it. We're gonna fucking do it. And you know what? That'll be the place where the 420 championship will be defended.
That's it. Set it. Lock it in.
You know, now for anyone listening, where can we find you? Where can we find your work? Yeah.
All right, so you can either find me on personally at NJ Goblin. It's all together, NJ Goblin on IG. You could find my work, literally Kobalus Designs all together. That's Kobalus.
That's another fucking. That's another thing we didn't touch on either. Your art.
Nah, dude. We'll get on that another day.
Yeah.
But also Kobalus Gaming. Kobalus Gaming is pretty much where you can catch all the call work that I do. I also feature a lot of other games or stupid memes. So either way, you can catch me on all those fucking things. But yeah, easy to find. NJ Goblin. From there, you can fucking track me anywhere.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for coming. This was episode 4. I lose count, I think. This might be 3 or 4. But I appreciate you, Gio. Next time I'll have a studio for this, I promise.
Nah, it's all good. Dude, we've done it with less.